Well, it is one of the hottest days in the UK of the year, and I thought, let's go into the loft and film an unboxing. Why not? But I am actually packing today for our summer holiday. Lydia and I are going to be heading to Tuscany for a week, which I'm very excited about. But before I create chaos in this room, I thought I've received some really lovely PR packages. Let's quickly open them. I'm just going to go through 3 today, and so 2 are fragrances, 1 is a pair of shoes, and let's start on a fragrance. So Mont Blanc have sent out their Mont Blanc collection, which I've opened but not actually smelt any of the fragrances, and I thought this is really lovely packaging. So we take a look. Let's get some exposure going here. Look how cool this is. How nicely is that displayed? So if I spin this, no, I'll leave you looking at this side. I'll read from the back. So right here we have the Black Maestruck. I can't actually say that word, but that is one of the most popular pens that Mont Blanc sell. And it says Absolute Incense. So this fragrance right here on the end, it's reminiscent of black ink. Wow. The fragrance is brimming with warm spices and precious woods. That's going to be very interesting. Next up we have Patchouli, which this is an ink inspired. No, it's not. We have Patchouli ink, which is dark wood. So here it says that it's a timeless dark notes of patchouli, which will be absolutely delicious. And we have white musk and vanilla. I think this is going to smell quite sweet and indulgent. And then over here we have Extreme Leather, Smoked Iris. So we have a powdery, leathery, musky scent. Wow, this is going to be very masculine. I think I'm going to like this one for winter, for autumn, winter in particular. And then last but not least, we have Vetiver Glacier. So we have Vetiver, white musk, and smoky cedarwood. I think I'm going to like that one as well. So I'm going to give those a quick spritz, just for me, because obviously you guys aren't going to be able to smell it through the camera. I love the packaging, by the way, as well. It's really nice. It's like a different take on some of the previous bottles that Mont Blanc have done. So quick close up here. So obviously it's got the name of the fragrance of Mont Blanc down this metal strip down the side. Then we've got this nice fluted glass bottle with the Mont Blanc logo on top. So very nice. Wow, that smells like a good fragrance. That's lovely. Oh, that's my favourite so far. Wow, that is amazing. Extreme Leather. Wow. That's so nice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I think Lydia might prefer this one on me. Wow. This is a good, strong lineup, Mont Blanc. I'm impressed. But this does sound like the wild card right here. Let's have a go on this one. Wow. That is a solid lineup of fragrances. Wonderful. Well, I was hoping to be able to give you some guidance as to which ones I think you should go and try out, but I have to be honest with you, they are all absolutely delicious. Obviously, I've just smelt the top notes on all of these. They will dry down slightly differently, and obviously everybody's skin reacts differently to fragrances, so it's always advised that you spray it on your own skin, see how it smells and how it develops on your skin. But the top notes and the foundations of these fragrances are phenomenal. I'm very impressed. So Mont Blanc's collection, very nice. And alongside the fragrance collection, a very lovely book has arrived from Aceline, which they always do the loveliest table books. And as you'd expect, of course, we have a Mont Blanc book which says Inspire Writing on the front. Some of you may know that a few Christmases ago, Lydia brought me a Purdy Times Mont Blanc pen, which is crafted in the most beautiful wood, and you know what? It could even be in this book. We have a very quick flick through. They do some of the most fantastic collaborations. Look at that pen. How wonderful is that? Patron of art and a homage to Ludwig II, the Swan King. Unreal. A little crown on top. Well, next up, I've been sent a pair of loafers from Tod's, and they're in a colour brandy. So let's take a look inside. There we have them. A lovely pair of driving shoes, as you can see on the rear, which will be very nice in the new Aston, which I haven't actually shown yet on any of my platforms. So we'll have to take a look at that at some point because it is gorgeous, like the most beautiful colour. Slightly unexpected, but over the moon with it. Well, I've actually just thrown these on and they go very nicely with today's outfit. I'll show you. Well, last but not least, I want to introduce you to a brand new fragrance brand, and the company's called Noise. I'm not 100% sure if that is the pronunciation, but it's a genderless fragrance brand, and I have selected Monochrome and Lost and Found. Lost and Found is a really kind of summery, zesty fragrance. Inside it's got Italian lemon, Australian pink pepper, jasmine, and then in the base notes we have cedarwood. All of the notes that I love and enjoy this time of year. It's a great spring summer fragrance, really fresh, but it also has a really raw, pure smell to it. It's quite hard to explain. I'm not very good at explaining fragrances, am I? But it's absolutely delicious. And then the next fragrance, Monochrome, it's an exclusive for Harrods. And this is a lot richer, deeper, a much more autumn-winter fragrance in my opinion. It has mandarin, rhubarb, pink lotus, coffee absolute. It has patchouli and musk. So a slightly more heavier fragrance, but it's got really nice depth to it. And I'm impressed. I'll show you the bottle because the bottle shapes are all of the same. So as you can see, actually a really nice travel size bottle. I don't know what this is it a 30 ml? 50 ml bottle here. And as you can see, just a nice minimal design. When I first saw the brand, I was like, it's far too cool for me. It's quite a contemporary and minimal kind of feel to the brand, but the smell of these fragrances are right up my street. Very, very impressed. I look forward to discovering more from Noise. I hope that's how you say it. It's probably not, but yeah, brand new to market. If you haven't heard of them, make sure you go and check them out. I am impressed. I'm actually really impressed with the latest fragrances that I've been receiving. I know that the other day the Clive Christian fragrance arrived, which is Crabapple Blossom, was absolutely fantastic. And again, a lot of these fragrances are very unisex, so they can be worn depending on your preferences. So that is a very quick unboxing. It's getting very hot up here. I've turned my fan down because I don't want it to be too loud. Porter's doing a good job of that anyway. So I'm going to get this stuff cleared up and I will catch you at some stage after our holiday. Lydia will be documenting our holiday to Tuscany. So if you want to go and see what we get up to there, make sure you head over to her channel. And I'm just going to slot this in to one of my vlogs that will be coming up in the near future. So after a wonderful week in Tuscany with friends that ended slightly dramatically, I'm back home and I wanted to sit down and share with you a brand new gem that has just arrived. As part of my ongoing partnership with Xiaomi, I have my hands on the new Xiaomi OpenWear Stereo. And let me tell you, these are a game changer.
Recently, I've noticed a growing trend with the wraparound in-ear design, and I'm fully on board. These headphones just feel more secure, which means less concerns about them falling out mid-run. Now here are a few details. These are Xiaomi's first semi-in-ear headphones, and as you'd expect from Xiaomi, the sound quality is on point. Whether I'm getting lost in an audiobook or powering through my playlist, the audio is crystal clear. A standout feature for me is the dual cell system, which means no awkward sound leakage. You can enjoy your music or take calls without sharing them with everyone else around you. Plus, the design is sleek and stylish, just how I like it. And then there's the battery life. We all know how frustrating it can be constantly recharging our gadgets. But with these, you get 7.5 hours on a single charge and a tidy 38.5 hours with the charging case. So unless you're planning a marathon, you're covered.
So if you are in the market for some new headphones, then I'll be leaving a link in the description box down below to the Xiaomi OpenWear stereo headphones. They are very functional, definitely worth taking a look at. Well, it is an absolute scorcher today, and I've been sent a very lovely gift by Brompton Bikes, or Brompton Bicycles, and the actual build of this particular bicycle is part of their P line, which is their portable line, and it's in collaboration with Joseph Chini and Sons and Brompton. So if you're not familiar, Brompton are a British watchmaker, Chini are a British shoemaker, and Brompton are a British bike maker. So it's a trilogy of British brands that partner together to create this portable bicycle, and I'm very lucky to have my hands on one right here below the camera. And so I thought I'm going to run a time lapse and get this thing set up and built, and we'll take a look and see how those three brands have collaborated and created this bike, which is ultimately fit for the cities. So for those of you that live in cities, in London and so on, then this is something that may be of interest. So let's take a look.
Well, there really wasn't much to show in terms of the assembly. The bike pretty much came fully assembled. All I had to do was add the seat, the storage unit, and one of the pedals. Finished in a beautiful leather, and on the back you can see that they have Brooks embossed on an aluminium plate. And then this storage unit is inspired by a watch roll, and this will be by Brompton. And then the bike, of course, is by Brompton, fully foldable, so you can carry it, and it makes storage really convenient. And it has gears on both sides, 2 brakes and a bell. We also have a light to the front and a light to the rear, and it also looks like you have a placement to put a reflector on should you wish. But all in all, a very cool design. I love the green they've used, and all of the leather accessories look absolutely fantastic. I've just come down into the basement, and many of you will know that we are currently renovating down here. We're probably about halfway through, possibly even more, depending on how you look at it. A lot of the messy building work has been done, and we're now kind of putting it back together and doing the fun stuff, should we say. And one of the spaces that we wanted to focus on first was the gym, because we like to use it as often as we can. And I have to be honest, for the last sort of 3 months, I haven't been training much, but we got the gym back together a couple of weeks ago. And whilst it isn't finished in terms of interior and equipment, we want to change some of the equipment in the room. The actual functionality of the room is there, which is fantastic. So we're back in there and we're up and running. So one of the things that I have progressed with was getting a new TV up on the wall. I wanted to put a smaller TV on the wall to utilise the mirror space as much as we can in there. Now, the TV I brought was a frame, and I wanted to put a wooden frame around it, just so it could dual up as a picture frame. If I could go back in time, I actually wouldn't put a TV on the mirror at all. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was because we were thinking of watching like fitness videos or something on there, or even potentially I might have had this
idea of watching like a sporting event or something, but we don't really use the TV in there. Occasionally we use it for yoga sessions, but we do have other equipment in the gym that we could use for that now anyway. So it would have been nice to have just had a plain mirror, but the mirror has a big hole in it, and so a TV has to cover that. I'm not sure how this is going to look, because obviously things in pictures look very different, and I'm also not 100% sure it's going to fit okay. But we're going to quickly open this up, take a look and see what's inside, and hopefully get it fitted, and that will complete at least one little section of the room. That's very well packed, look at that. Very organised, very sick. Look at that, they've even labelled it. Makes it nice and easy, but here's a quick look at the frame that I've selected. So it's a dark wood with slightly patinaed gold trim, which if I give you a side profile you'll see has got quite a lot of shape to it. Oh wow, look, they've even put numbers. 2, 1. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward. Well, there you have it. This is the picture frame. Nice and easy to assemble. Is it dinner time? Okay, give me 2 minutes. I have finally got the TV and the frame up on the wall, and that is it, with some artwork up and also without, so you can see how it works. But quite happy with that actually, it ties in quite nicely. We've got, as you can probably see, a little sneak peek, a lot of wood in this room, and this just doesn't feel too matchy-matchy, which I like. If you'd like to see a full tour of the gym as it is to date, then make sure you keep an open eye on Lydia's channel, because that will be coming very soon. But yeah, very happy with this. I think it looks great. Great little pickup there from Etsy. You saying hello to everyone? It's been a while since you've been on my channel. You're normally sleeping. So that is one more job ticked off the list. It's amazing how long it takes from the kind of planning and design stage to then the execution of it. It's quite a lengthy process, but we're slowly but surely getting there, and we've actually just made some really positive steps. I've just ordered a lot of the kind of like sanitary ware for the toilet down there, or the bathroom down there. So, you know, some of those are going to be on like 6-week leads, but they're ordered, and so soon we can start with that. Anyway, I'm going to go into the kitchen and make us some dinner. I'm thinking something chicken, sweet potato, vegetable, nothing inspiring, but relatively healthy. And so that's the main thing. And so I'm going to get cracking on with that. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. Have a great rest of the week. Take care.